So it's Tuesday morning, it's the 8th of October. I'm here at Matsuura UK in Colville. I'm with Mark Cumberland. Their open house starts today and runs for the next 3 days, in fact, concluding on Thursday night. Mark, thanks for your time this morning. We're just going to take a couple of minutes for social media to put across our channels what people can see here, not just today, but tomorrow and Thursday. Okay. So let's start over this way. Let's have a wander. I'd like to start at what has to be a machine that really has taken the UK market by storm in recent months.
It has really, yes.
Yeah, the MX330. Yeah. Tell us about this.
Well, the MX330, as you know, has been around a couple of years now, but it's really sort of got us into some smaller companies that want that ability to run unmanned, either between shifts or for longer periods, overnight or over a weekend. And it's proven to be just as successful as every other multi-pallet machine that Matsuura have launched.
And one of the differences with this machine is you've got the 10 pallets, haven't you, compared to the 520 and the new 850 we'll see in a minute with 4. But so the smaller pallets for smaller components.
Yes, that's right. Yes, you're all familiar with the MAM 7235V with 32 pallets, and what we wanted to do was develop a machine for customers that didn't necessarily need as many tools and as many pallets, but still give them that ability to run with 90 tools, 10 pallets, and give them the unmanned hours that they require.
Okay, so great automation here, the MX330. Let's go across to the MAM 7263V here. Mark, the 5-axis machine, much beefier character, this one.
It is, yeah. I mean, I love this machine. The 63V it really is something special in terms of, you know, the ultimate rigidity of a 5-axis machine. Again, with up to 18 pallets and 240 tools on this machine here. You know, it really is a good, strong workhorse, but still with that ability for that ultimate accuracy for your components in the 5-axis world.
Good stuff. And there's a VX1000 up there as well, so it's not just, we're talking here about pallet machines and 5-axis machines, but there are 3-axis machining centres on show here. Mark, I was at EMO a couple of weeks ago. I'm not sure whether you made it there, but I was on the Muratech stand, and I did not see some technology on there, of which you're showing here too.
Yes, we are. Yes, we have the MT100 and MT200, which we're now holding stock of these machines, which we decided to do probably about 18 months ago, just to make sure we've always got a couple of twin inline spindle machines here. The machine, the MT200 that we have here today, is a gantry-fed machine. We can also bar feed through it, so you can bar feed and have billet loading. And then obviously we process through 2 spindles. You can have it with either 2 turrets or 3 turrets. This is a 2-turret machine, up to 80 mil bar capacity. But the one thing that we find with this machine when it's out in the field is that it runs for a long time in terms of its accuracy, thermal growth.
I've heard that from your customers that have them. I mean, yes. On your prospect list, Mark, who should be coming here this week to see this?
Anybody really that wants to think about taking the operator away from maybe a billet loading machine. It might be that you have 2 single spindle machines with a tailstock and a Y-axis driven tools, but you have that man supplying Op10 and Op20 to those 2 machines. With this, you can have an automated machine loading billets. The stocker can be whatever size we need to make it to cover the maximum hours that you want to run unmanned. But with Murata, what they do is it's really about having a machine that is designed to fit around you, rather than having a standard product that might, let itself down somewhere else. This can be tailored to exactly what the customer wants to use it for.
Okay, great stuff. Right, 520. There's some demo on here. What I'm envisaging that you're trying to illustrate here is actually the size or diameter of a component you can fit on this 520.
It definitely, yeah. I mean, the MX 520, again, it's been such a massive success story for the past sort of 8 years now. It was our first true single table 5-axis machine that could go into a small single man operation subcontractor or into an OEM. And what people don't realise with this machine is, although it's labelled as the MX 520, we can swing 710 mil through the trunnion, which is exactly what we're doing today. And you end up with a machine, because of its construction, because the X-axis sits on rails horizontally at the front of the machine with no bed underneath it, we end up with a machine which is still only 2.3 metres wide. It's a small footprint for a machine that can swing 710.
Do you know what also stands out to me? Incredibly affordable.
Oh, it is, yeah. And the thing with this machine is we bring it in quite a basic specification. So it'll have a fixed spindle type, it'll have a fixed number of tools, and then we can build it to the UK market in terms of 5-axis software, coolant systems, extraction, filtration. We can then do whatever the customer needs.
And does that come off your aeroplane?
Yes.
Because that's how you got here this morning, isn't it, from down south? Let's look at pallets here, the 405. I see a lot of these in the field, the H plus machine, Mark. I imagine this will, again, for those customers looking for that unmanned run, this is an ideal solution, is it? But on a horizontal format.
It is, yes. The H plus 300 is easily our best-selling horizontal machining centre. And in the UK we stock it with 15 pallets and up to 240 tools as standard, and we have multiple customers. Some of our customers have 9 of these machines, and they are again looking for that unmanned running situation. And what we then do as well is we'll touch on maybe iMonitor. What we do with that piece of software as well is that when you have multiple machines, we can treat it as a cell. So rather than having maybe a pallet pool with lots of machines attached to it, what we actually do with Matsuura's is we just treat it as one cell with a certain number of hours, a certain number of pallets across a certain number of spindles.
That's interesting, because in a little while, if you keep watching our channels over the next 24 hours, we're going to be talking to Mark about the iMonitor in a bit more detail. We're also going to be talking to Pete about 3D printing, which you can also see here from HP. But we're going to conclude this bit here now, Mark, with what has to be one of the machines we've been promoting about the event, the MX850 4PC. I can see this machine being very attractive to subcontractors and OEMs, not just for those large parts, but also to stack multiple components per pallet. Yeah,
definitely. Again, following the success of the MX520 PC4, Matsuura have developed the 850 PC4. It doesn't add that much more to the footprint of the machine, but it now gives us the ability to pallet change parts or workspace sizes of 850 diameter. And up to around 400 kilos on the table. So you end up with a large capacity machining area, lots of weight on the table, 90 tools, 15,000 RPM as standard, and again we can spec it for the UK market in terms of extraction, 5-axis software, swarf management systems. But this machine, again, following the success of the 850 in some of our customers, it just made sense to add pallets to it.
Okay, good stuff. So the Matsuura Open House is on today. The doors are just about to open, in fact. You've just been having a quick walk around and looking at all the machines with myself that are going to be on show here. There is more, the 3D printing, which I'll be talking to Pete about shortly. But yeah, you can register at Matsuura's website. Finally, Mark, from yourself, why should people be coming over the next 2 days?
Well, I think if you're in the marketplace looking at improving your efficiencies, looking at trying to get as much unmanned running as you can out of the hours that you have available, come and see us. We're unique in the fact that we have OEM built automation as standard on our machines. Come and see us and see if we can help you out.
Good stuff. That's it. Register at matsuura.co.uk. I'll just turn up here in Colville.